All right, so the BCR 2.3 objective is all about ionic bonds, and you need to be able to explain how ionic bonds are formed, write formulas of compounds if given two atoms, and this is typically the harder part, and you have to be able to prove that you can do this, and that will be a part of your assessment. And then write the name if given the formula, or write the formula if given the name. So some suggested activities are naming ionic bonds, creating ionic bonds, and ionic bonds practice. All of these are very important. So naming gets into how you name them. Creating, this is something you didn't have to do for covalent. So this is, something new for ionic and definitely a lot harder than covalent bonds are. And then ionic bonds practice is putting everything together. This is your application. And I would not cheat yourself on the application of this because this is where students mess up, is the application piece. So make sure you do the practice. Big idea questions. What types of elements are used to create ionic bonds? What types of ions are used to create ionic bonds? What is the role of electrons in an ionic bond? What are you able to create an ionic bond if given two elements? What element comes first when naming ionic bonds? What is the overall charge for an ionic compound? Are you able to name the compound if given the formula, or if given the formula, are you able to name it? So the big one here is this bullet. Are you able to create an ionic compound if given two elements? On your assessment, you need to be able to be ready to do this and not only create it, but also to provide evidence that you need to do that. So some sort of proof. So just as a recap of the objective, with ionic bonds, you need to be able to explain how they are formed, write formulas of compounds if given two atoms, write the name if given the formula, or write the formula if given the name. Please let me know if you need any help with this. This is a harder objective. This is probably the hardest objective of the BCR objectives that we've completed so far. So I would love to help you. Just let me know what you need. Good luck.